time for applications. So again, I'm going to read this problem and then we'll work on it on the board here. So what it says a satellite dish is in the shape of a paraboloid. Cross sections taken parallel to the direction the dish opens are parabolic. Cross sections taken perpendicular to the direction the dish opens are circular. The diameter of the dish is 30 inches and the depth is 3 inches. A says find an equation of a parabolic cross section through the vertex of the dish. And then it says where should the receiver be placed? Okay, so let's write this stuff down. So the diameter of the dish is 30 inches, depth is 3 inches. So let's look at what the dish looks like. Okay, so I'm going to just draw a, right, that was horrible. Let's do this. Okay. Right, something like this. Right? So we've got this. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway. So this is the dish. So it's opening that way, let's say. And we know that the diameter of the dish is 30 inches and the depth is 3 inches, right? I think that's what they said. Double check. Yes. So they want to find the cross section of this dish. So if you think about it, the vertex is going to be right at the center of this dish in the back, right? So right about there. So what they want us to do is basically take a cross section, basically cut this dish in half, right? And that'll get us a cross section that's parabolic. And they want us to find the equation that represents that shape, okay? So, we have the couple of points here, right? Oh, and we're also going to say, hey, let the center, right? Let the vertex be the origin on the rectangular coordinate plane, right? So that'll make things a little simpler, right? So let's draw it this way, right? So, oh, excuse me, sorry. Okay. So let's draw it this way. I'm just going to draw, if our cross section is like this, and the vertex is going to be here at the origin, right? And we're going to take a cross section of this. So where would this, if I want to mirror this, right, to, let's say here, right? So here's this. So if this is 0, 0, then, and this is 30 inches, so that means this is going to be at what? 3, 0. Down here is going to be at what? It's going to be at 3, negative 15, right? Because half of this is 15 and the other half is 15. So this is going to be 3, 15, and this is going to be located at 3, comma, positive 15. Okay? And we know that these points all lie in the cross section. So if I just draw something like this to mirror it, right? So let's say -15, and this is going to be 3, right? So here and here. So we've got something that looks, oops. Like that, okay? Just as a graph. Okay. So we've got these 2 points, 3 comma 15, 3 comma -15. Okay, we know they lie on the curve, right? And then our formula, because it opens to the right, and it's good. Well, our formula, since it's opening to the right, it's going to be y squared equals 4px. Okay. Now we just got to find what p is, right? So how do we find p in this case? But we're going to use the 2 points that are on the curve, which is 315 and 3 -15. Okay, so all we're going to do is, since we know that those points are on the graph, we could just use one of those points and plug it in. And obviously, it'd just be easier just to use the positive one, right? So if we choose 15 here, so we'll do, so 15 squared equals 4p times 3. And so 15 squared is 225. Equals 4p times 3. So, well, this is going to just be 12p. And if we divide both sides by 12, we get p is equal to, let's get our calculator, and we get 18.75. So 18.75, and that's going to be in inches. All the units are in inches. Okay. So now we know our formula. It's going to be y squared equals 4 times 18.75. So let's calculate that. So 75x. So that's going to give us 75x. All right, cool. Now, so that's part of the problem. So we solved the equation that represents the curve of this cross section of the ditch. The second question is, where should the receiver be placed? Well, the answer is it should be placed at the focus of the dish for a satellite dish. Should be located at the focus, because again, as the rays are coming in, right, as the radio waves, for example, are coming in, as they hit the dish, they're going to be reflected through the focus of the dish. And so you want the receiver at the focus, because that's where it's going to be able to capture the best signal, right? And again, that's my limited understanding. So now, how do we find the focus? Well, the focus is going to be located equidistant, right? So we know P, right? Since we know P, we're going to want the receiver to be located 18.75 inches to the, in this case, because it opens to the right of your vertex, which is at the origin. So at this point, you want the receiver to be located at what? 0, 18.75 inches. In the dish, in the middle of the dish. So basically, 18.75 inches centered in the dish, if that makes sense. All right, that's it. Have a great day.